All right, page 9, women push for equal share of executive slots, and leaders present radical proposals to the Building Bridges Initiative Task Force. And this, of course, is as that they continue to go around the country. And women came out to say they have no problem with the expanded executive as long as 2 of the slots are given to women. And of course, the structure is proposed to be president, prime minister, I believe 2 deputy presidents and 2 deputy prime ministers. And the women pushing and saying that out of all those slots, then there must be slots for women.
Yeah, first and foremost, I have a problem with this Building Bridges initiative for simple reason. It seems to have already have an formed opinion on what Kenyans want. It's not about what Kenyans want, it's about what Building Bridges wants to achieve. But they're just using that exercise to somehow to dramatize their own version of things. Then back to women's issue, I have a problem with women the way they address their issue. They address their issue in the sense that it's women versus men. But this is a gender issue. A gender issue, it touches both men and women. So the way we push it, the way they are doing it is in the wrong sense. That's why they are finding resistance from the male side.
No, but if you look at it, it's enshrined in the Constitution, and in November, when the 2/3 gender bill was supposed to go through, it still did not go through. And that was basically there to secure and ensure that whether it is men or women, that 2/3 are represented.
But Mike, most of the things we have in this country are in the Constitution, but they're not being implemented for simple reason. How do we want to achieve them? How do we want to implement it? And most of all, the biggest problem is that these are progressive rights. It cannot be achieved instantly. There must be some progressiveness. There must be a step in which we follow so that we can achieve it.
And that progress, that step that you're talking about, is what was supposed to be passed through in the, in the Constitution, or rather in the August House, which has not happened.
Yes.
So we still do not have it done. So how do you expect the women to have that done? Because when we wait for the legislators to pass it through, it has not happened.
It's not, that's why I've said the approach that women are using is the wrong approach, because it's a gender issue. It's not about women issue, you see? Because what happens if by 2022 we'll be having more women in parliament than men? Yeah.
Which is why the 2/3 gender bill was supposed to go through, so that it protects any gender, be it men or women.
Yes.
But it has still not gone through. So, of course, there's a problem right there. And the August House operating unconstitutionally. But that being said, on page 10, we also have issues regarding strikes. And 8 counties yet to reach an agreement with striking health workers, even as their umbrella union vows not to engage the government in talks. So, of course, as usual, the patient, or the Wanjiko, the Mwananchi, is the one who suffers when all this continues to go on.
Yeah. And the people who are talking about a referendum, they should not be talking about a referendum on how to sort out the executive and expand the executive. They should be talking about the health sector. This is the sector that has been affected by our transition from national government from a centralized government to a devolved government. So this is an issue that is supposed to be sorted out as a country.
As a country. And we're hoping